to the likes of Leona and Misfortune is that Misfortune's going to be able to poke you out. You have stronger engage tools on the side of Mako, where he can actually just go towards level 9, level 11, kind of around that 18-minute mark. That's where I'm just going to...
Oh, here we go. The global pressure comes on in. Flandre forces a flash out of Wooming, but they still go for the all-in underneath the tower. Flandre will go down. New
back line. He so quickly able to shove in these mid lane waves and gets up towards that top side with a nice Destiny. Or you can abuse him like everyone else has on Twitter, and that's the better option. But mid lane Wooming does get cut out.
Wooming in a bit of trouble, but here comes Galio. It is way too late. Wooming just removed from the play. Great taunt comes out from Cold, though, to answer. EDG still on top of the play, though. Solar Flag goes
They've got a lot of options if they want to hold on to it.
Wooming's been caught. Shockwave comes on through, and once again, Wooming is just removed from the game. It's important to address the fact that OMG getting that first big, we are only going to have Cloud Souls today. Fighting, just toying with the idea of fighting. Herald is still up right now. Flandre's pushing the entire time.
Look at mid.
Mid does have teleport if he needs it. Doesn't look like EDG are actually... Oh no, his hookshot warshot gets interrupted. And he's taken down. That is the power of the Gale Force right there. Viper dashes on forwards. Aki will grab the Herald. It looks like he'll get away with it as well. But it'll be at the cost of this mid lane tower, I expect.
Exactly. You've got mid lane priority here for EDG. They didn't decide to contest it, but with the health bar there and the numbers advantage here for EDG, they're going to be able to take that. So now for... I mean, if OMG are going to contest River like this, they're certainly going to.
Well, they're going on to Mako to start this one off. Mako is damn tanky. Bullet time does so much work. Aki trying to get away with his life. He's got new for reinforcements here as the curtain call comes out, and Eric does manage to hit the third, hits the fourth shot, and that's going to be Wooming to grab a kill. Aki jumps over the wall, keep himself alive as Cold goes down, and this is looking great for EDG. Wooming completely out of mana and alone in the river. He goes down as a double goes the way of Viper, and in his debut game in the LPL, Viper's already got a hat trick.
I mean, this is lucky.
You lost the fight at the bullet time about 10 minutes ago. Give up. Just move on. Accept that they've got the Drake.
And he has no mana either. Like, when he gets in there, it's just like, I either pull this gold card, which wins builds him. He oftentimes ends up struggling with mana in a lot of situations, because when you look at, like, the run of
Go back to the side lane, rotate to the team. He's doing an excellent job on this Gragas to show that threat without ever
comfortable, or they don't know how to broach a situation. They've been very methodically winning out this game.
Ooh. That's a lot of damage coming out from this Olaf, but when Ragnarok, he gets away, has to flash as well. Wooming over the wall. Solar Flare actually committed.
Scout is going to be the benefactor of this top wave, and I like the JJ's support as Aki.
Aki has been caught out and does not have the health for this fight. JJ going to be able to stay inside of the Lamb's Respite, but taken down in the end by Eric. Sniped down by the rest of the squad. Aki ended up going down to the burn in the end, and this is all going away. Doesn't get the CC off, and then obviously just tries to burst out new and survives the fight for himself. Viper managed to find a pick here onto Aki. Wooming is out of position as well, and we're getting to the point in the game
now. A slow, methodical stranglehold on OMG, and it's really difficult for OMG to come back, especially when EDG, as we said, are dictating. You've got a lot of these members that are coming in where Wooming had played on Rogue Warriors, but was second to Ruby, had some good games, but certainly needed to be directed by the team. And Eric as well, unfortunately. This hasn't been a bad game for
EDG
Eric.
Are like, oh, you want to take a tier 2 in the top lane? We'll trade it for your bot in him. I don't think this is a trade that you want. They've got Baron to work with. This is incredibly difficult for OMG to do anything about. And now a TP comes on through from Flandre, or it might even be Scout. I'm not even sure. Viper jump in on forwards, actually use his Gale Force there just to try and force the fight onto Eric. The 4 shots go through, but Mako is more than happy to tank it. EDG can do whatever they want on the map right now. There is nothing OMG can do about it.
Yeah, I mean, they got the Cloud Storm buff and cracked down all the remaining structures of OMG.
Well, they already got the bot inhib tower. Now they've got the mid inhib tower as well. They should be able to turn this into a double inhib, or maybe just end the game. They're just going to knock New into the middle of the team fight. We'll survive for now, but the bullet time just shreds OMG. That is going to be that. EDG comfortably win the fight for themselves. They'll be able to clear these inhibs. They've just got to wait for the wave to arrive. And with Baron buff on top of them, they can easily close this one out.
And it was a comfortable game. There was never a point in time where EDG felt like they were really threatened. JJ did a fantastic job of controlling the early game and continuing that in towards the end.
Well, EDG looking like EDG, right? Slow, methodical, calculated.
Diving in on top of the opponent. But then you've got kind of the Maokai that can look to follow up or at least provide some disengage if necessary. If EDG do get in a pretty alright spot to just hold that where it is.
This is so smart from Aki. He could go and just take his top quadrant that you would expect. Here we go, though. Enough about the jungle, because Mako is in trouble. One more tick, and it's going to be a kill here as Cole grabs that one with the Ignite. Now, Viper's jumped way too deep. JJ's here to back him up, though, and Eric's the one in trouble. Teleport coming out as well as a flash, and it looks like EDG have to shove that in, managed to close that gap. The dragon is going to go down.
They fully outscale. They're the composition that can wait until 2 items and come online and kill everyone. But if they can pick up a kill on New, they'll take it.
Yeah, they're certainly quite happy to go for that one. Pushes him back into the fray, and there's no way out here for New. He'd already flashed, and maybe should have just accepted that he was going to go down here instead of going for the flash there.
Nicely done. Well, 4-man bot is on the cards.
Here we go. TP, though, comes out immediately from Scout as Viper could be in trouble, but they go straight on towards his teammate. Mako is removed from the play. In goes the Galio, double taunt, and this is beautiful from OMG. What a dive coming out from the squad.
He builds a lot of items and goes for it, gets the aftershock proc. At level 2, when he's only got one way of doing it, it doesn't matter. Oh, cold!
Look at that. That is just a gorgeous combo. There's also a Rift Herald that was taken by Aki, so they're really starting to snowball for themselves. That's going to be, what, almost a 2,000 gold instead of the Kraken Slayer. This has been the more typical build that we've seen, generally speaking. Is Cold actually going to go under the... What? Where did he go? They've pulled out a magic trick. Mako has disappeared.
He put a tree back into the ground. This is the way that one worked rather than pulling the rabbit out of the hat. And this is what like the big issue that I have with a Maokai support is he's not tanky. Like, Imperial Mandate does not give you tank stats, and you're heavily reliant on just the aftershock to keep you alive. And in that situation where you're just getting bombarded with CC, you can't do anything.
This is like Clash of the Titans.
I actually see this as a win for OMG. With JJ shown on bot side, OMG can commit to getting this tier 2. Or start the Kai'Sa. Whereas Flandre, who's gone full tank Volibear, it don't really matter if he gets it.
If you just have to tick them to just a little bit lower health, and you'll be able to get the execute. So it's incredibly, incredibly strong. That second item is a massive, massive spike for Viper.
You're definitely, as we said, like the composition that spikes off of one item is always on the dragon. So EDG know where the cow is. It's actually, he's just been spotted.
Oh no, Cold. He's completely alone. In comes the Galio to back him up. Flandre, who is totally invincible. They don't have any damage. And EDG starting the fight off strong. Can they turn it into more, though? Because Scout has kept 2 people out of the fight for so damn long. Eric is going to be able to answer his one.
Past Krugs in that bottom lane. However, it meant that he got spotted by a ward that was just...
The remaining is JJ is going to walk in. They now know that this is going on, and I think OMG have to pull away. Teleport being channeled. It's just JJ absolutely destroyed. By the end, these carries have a lot of damage, and a lot of AoE damage specifically. Viper just blocked Talia wall. This champion is ridiculous. In they go anyway. New onto the backline. Viper still surviving for now, and he gets the first kill of the fight. In goes Eric, but he can't assassinate the enemy. He carries Shockwave onto Eric. He still survives. 1 HP. 1 auto does the trick, and Scout walks away with his life. Cold now is alone in the backline. Did manage to finish off Viper, I believe. But he's not going to be able to get away with his life as Mako looking to chase him down. He gets the other one. Cold, the Moo Cow King, takes another. He's stepping on forwards. Cold is on the flank, and he wants to try and make this play happen. But Viper zipped over to the backside of the fight. In comes Galio as well, as JJ was the first casualty here. Scout is alone, and Eric wants the 1v1. Flashes the shockwave. Beautifully done by Eric. And OMG are looking to claim this one. Viper's ult is denied. And now the rest of EDG are taken apart. This is sold.
Either way, OMG played that beautifully. Cold once again finding that perfect flank opportunity, gets in onto JJ, and with that jungler dead, there's no opportunity for the dragon to be stolen, and EDG lose the fight.
Beautiful stuff here from OMG, and player on this roster coming in and living up to that on this Talia pick. Now with a
well to be able to connect across the several lanes. So you do have New and Woomin who have gone towards these side lanes to start pushing them in, getting these towers. But yeah, you can see OMG are trying to make them dance. They're trying to pull members down towards the inhibitors so the Galio can take this top lane, but it will eventually crack. It was only a matter of time, really, and now this is where the pressure starts to ramp for EDG.
This is 4v3 in favor of EDG. Surely they should go in and fight that one. I guess it is a Talia though, so there could always be reinforcements.
Talia and Galio. The second you go in, Galio just creates so much space, and that's why you can't really.
Well, I was just complimenting EDG on defending. Eric goes in. Look at this onto Viper. 1v1 on the AD carries, and it's going to go the way of Eric. Beautifully done there. Gets out with his life because he's got a GA as well as Cold. Going to tank up the whole team. News there. Fighting against Flandre. Cold goes in, looks for the pulverize. Can't quite get the headbutt back into the team, and he answers with his own life. But ultimately, OMG are winning the fight. If it's long fights like this, they will take it all day long with an Ocean Soul. And that's 3 inhibs down. But they want more than just inhibs. They want the game. Onslaught Shadows through the entire team here. It's a lot of damage, but no follow-up available. Scout can't kill these players. They're too damn tanky. He's going to be taunted up, knocked up, bashed around as the rest of OMG are looking to close things out. New jumps onto him. Goes for the Gourd Drinker as well, just as a bit of insult to injury. Take down the final kill and take down the Nexus. OMG are pushing us to game 3.
And it's about that. OMG have set themselves up super nicely.
And Mako goes for the Maokai once again. So clearly EDG believes precisely what Pantheon will bring to a skirmish.
Alrighty though.
Here we go.
We talked about level 2
gang. You said it, and here he is, Aki in the mid lane.
Great draft coming out, which is why I was like so happy to see it. It just gave so many opportunities for OMG to play how they wanted to. The early game is going well for them. Now I want to see if they can transition towards the mid game. Now, once again, it's not the best.
Here we go. Time to make the play. He was just hovering on this side, waiting for New to get himself out of position. Pulled back in, knocked up, beaten down.
The news here for EDG.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Oh, hang on. That's a trouble bubble as well. Wooming is Q be on cooldown right now. Is New going to go straight in onto Flandre? The smite came down. OMG. And he's like, all right, I want to kill me a mouse. I want to catch a Pokemon for myself. In he goes up towards the top side. New getting the stun onto Flandre, but just gets absolutely
onto OMG. And yes, you're picking up like a couple of these dragons and that, but very quickly running it towards top side again. Just like, he's got no flash. We're going to kill him.
Uh-oh, New's in trouble. Has his flash has only just been used here. Oh, that was a beautiful knock of Flandre. There's nothing you get to do. New does not get to play the game.
See, quite a lot of it, especially with the rocket belt still there to help in case anything goes awry, but
Aki's now trying to return the favor, trying to match what JJ has been doing up in this top side, but he doesn't get to because JJ's here. He's flown across the map. Welcome to Targon. And now he's been put to sleep and taken down. See you later, Targon. Flandre has to walk away from this one. There's nothing more he can do, but Wooming might not let him ignite, take it away, and it's a double kill on the Zoe. On the bottom side at very least. Should be able to grab himself this tower, so all things considered, when you look at the CS numbers, because Wooming has been roaming around so much.
But it looks like EDG are just like, hey, we'll get this dragon. I'd rather see OMG follow that Rift Tower. Go and get that second charge and see if you can take the tier 2. Like, EDG are fully...
that soul point. They were too late to make that play, so they're trying to go to the mid lane, but it feels like maybe they're too late to this one as well. Trouble Bubble goes wide, and they have to back away. So OMG don't get much. They do get the top tier.
I can still understand wanting to go maybe a more defensive build in case he's worried about something hitting him, but I don't such a crucial pickup for this Malcolm.
Flandre has way overextended here. I don't know why he wanted that control.
OMG doing a really good job. I was about to say OMG in a perfect position here where you're teetering back and forth between, ooh, nice flash, of control of this river. However...
Yeah, here we go. Flandre's trying to move in. Dragon is going to be taken by OMG. Do they lose much, though? Cold's gone down already. Eric...
Yeah, which means it won't be up for either the Dragon or now when they want to try and get control here, but... Probable lands.
Sleep followed up by the death sentence here. Curtain call across the team, and JJ actually survives. In the meantime, we've got Eric just
2.5 minute mark. where the next dragon's going to spawn. New would have liked to have that flash up and available so he could really have that big
pull the dragon out of the pit, so it's not as easy for Aki to get in there uncontested and just try and go for the smite fight. Dragon's reset though, which is not ideal for the side of OMG. Aki into the pit he goes, trying to get the smite for himself, but he's not going to be able to get it, and he's actually sacrificed his life. Did have a stopwatch to keep himself alive, as New is going to run distraction, saves his jungler, but maybe at the cost of his own life. Now Eric tagged by Drake coming up in 15 seconds. And EDG do not want to give this up. Remember, OMG will get soul if they grab it. EDG just looking to deny that and keep themselves in the game. Great route comes out, followed up by Mako. That's Aki taken out of the fight. New with his ultimate. It's a great ult, but the rest of the team is not ready for the fight just yet. New's going to go down here. Eric gets his ult denied as well. Everything's gone so wrong for OMG. Everything that could go wrong in that fight did go wrong. And now JJ slams into Eric to finish off the carry.
And that's going to be the dragon down. It might be the ace coming in here.
No way. They get all of them. Even Worming is going to go down on this one. Puts him to sleep. On
objectives. EDG find one mistake and they punish it so well.
And look at this. They're going to be able to get themselves a mid lane tower as well, because Worming died so late after the fight.
They'll be alright, but okay. Well, look. Either way, it took a lot longer than they expected, so
OMG doesn't have a ton of minions to work with. There's going to be some reinforcements arriving here.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Kind of minion can do a lot of the work there for him, and especially if he just off that shot.
Viper has been on point with these deadly flourishes. He's been so good at managing to pin people down. I mean, he was the reason they managed to get the pick onto Aki in the first place to get themselves that third dragon. Now, Flandre pushing up in the top side. That's 2 inhib towers gone. This is an aggressive play from Viper, but he gets away with it, and he baits the whole team into it. That was unbelievable. And now New, he'll be able to punish, but it doesn't matter. You got the shutdown, but it was at the cost of your entire team. It was at the cost of the entire game. JJ finishes him off, and that's an ace and a win for EDG.
EDG will manage to finish off the game, but confidence probably a little bit bruised after that one. Either way, the 2-1 goes in favor of EDG as they round it out.
And look at Viper feeling fantastic. He did so well in